The Santa Ynez Valley is such a beautiful place to live. It's easy to forget there are many here who cannot afford the luxuries or even basic necessities of life we sometimes take for granted. Hi, I'm Noah Wyle, and I'd like to introduce you to People Helping People. Dedicated to improving the lives of disadvantaged men, women, and children, PHP offers a wide array of services addressing basic needs, children and youth, health, and family support. PHP has served the communities of the Santa Ynez Valley for more than 15 years, so that every resident has the opportunity to attain self-sufficiency with dignity and realize his or her full potential.
People Helping People work all year long, and they provide food all year long. And so it's always good to remind us that constant support, like the food program, is necessary.
Hi, I'm Louine, and I've been helping with the food program for over a year now. Fortunately, we have a lot of volunteers who are kind enough to come and help, especially at Christmas. I enjoy helping other people, helping out in my community as much as I can.
It takes more than 180,000 pounds of food each year to serve 200 families living below the federal poverty line.
It's been it's last year since I got on Social Security, and it's almost the only income I've got. So we kind of augment our other whatever money we'll get from them with this, which helps with all the groceries and the food that we need to get by for a month.
People Helping People is a place for people who have low income, who have lost their jobs, or someone like me who's had it all and lost it all.
We tend to be looked at as a wealthy community, and sometimes people who don't have such good fortune fall through the cracks.
PHP can help with rent, utilities, medical expenses, and transportation.
Due to the economy and the budget cuts, I got laid off at the beginning of November, and I keep on calling in, but they keep on telling me at the end of January, at the end of February, at the beginning of February. So we're living on paycheck to paycheck right now, and it's really hard, but People Helping People has been there for me, because whenever I need a blanket, because we live in a little trailer, they always give me one, or toilet paper. They've even given me toilet paper, toothbrush, and toothpaste, and shampoo, and they've been there for me.
Working with the County Education Office, PHP has been instrumental in establishing preschools for low-income children, offering a range of support services, including low-cost bus service. PHP also offers academic and personal counseling, drug prevention, homework assistance, tutoring, student activities, and life and work skills training.
We have a full-time counselor who's here all day long. She provides both personal counseling and also teaches a class that we entitled Reconnecting Youth. Students who want to come forward and receive help because they have either a drug or alcohol problem themselves or within their own family are able to sign up for the class, receive elective credit for the class. We are very much appreciative of PHP and the support services that they provide the school. They really do help us to make sure that kids can be successful.
My name is Astruba Cornell, and I first started with People Helping People since I was in 5th grade.
I had low grades, and ever since I've been coming to the program, I've gotten better grades.
During high school, we did a job shadowing, and they took us kind of places to do job shadowing. They asked us what kind of jobs we would actually like to do, and they tried their hardest to actually get us there and work with work with the employees there. I'm a bank teller, and I've been here for 7 months now, and I love it. It's a great experience. I learned a lot, and I want to learn more. They even brought like our family kind of together. They asked just to have us together in one room kind of thing, and we talked about a lot of things that was going through on our lives and everything, and it helped our family come closer. And my little brother is actually still like attending after-school programs with People Helping People.
PHP has developed close working relationships with many healthcare professionals in the Valley who furnish treatment at no or low cost.
I think People Helping People has raised the whole climate of attitude towards taking care of people in the community.
We had a young lady in class who was obviously in pain, and the teacher asked her what was the matter. And she began to tear up, and she pointed to her front tooth. That was not only causing her obvious pain, but also was cosmetically something that it was clear was an embarrassment for her. Our staff made one phone call, People Helping People, as we always do, They set up the transportation, they set up the dental care, and 3 days later, that young lady walked on our campus, beaming from ear to ear.
People Helping People has been able to develop a multi-programmatic service philosophy in that we try to provide for the needs of families under one roof. We have 20 programs and services, so when a family comes to us for help, they don't have to go to 6 or 7 agencies. They can just come to one agency. That way, one application is filed, reduces barriers to service. People and families are getting what they need at one place. What we've done is develop a delivery system so that you can go to your neighborhood school, to a family resource center on the campus that is staffed by a part-time PHP employee and access any of the services that People Helping People has, and also get linked to other services that perhaps a public health department or county social services might have.
The ADCAP program has been with People Helping People for about 10 years now, and we have a coordinated response program where we respond to all domestic violence related calls with law enforcement.
When I moved here 6 years ago, for lack of better terms, my life was a wreck. My whole world was turned upside down with the family trauma and why I was defending a case for the safety of my children.
Many times what we find is that domestic violence victims blame themselves for the battering.
It became him actually chasing me in the car, and he was just really angry and not ready to end the marriage. So that night, I was just really scared that he was going to come to the house and cause a scene with the girls, and so they set me up in a hotel for the night.
And oftentimes, the ADCAP advocate is the first one to tell her that this is not her fault. It provides reassurance and support that she can break the cycle of violence.
You know, if you've never been through it, you take for granted the simplest things, just, you know, feeling safe at home.
Every time I drive through the valley, I think about all the calls that I've responded to. I think, I've been to that house, I've been to that house, I've been to that house. And really, you know, I think about all the things that happen behind closed doors.
Whether it was coming to them because I was homeless and broke, whether it was admitting I was married to an addict, whether it was that I didn't have money for rent. I never was met with discrimination, with shame, or that they weren't going to be there to help me.
What we believe is that no person should live in fear in their home or in a relationship.
And it was just so nice to always know I had someone at my back.
Each year, PHP arranges a holiday boutique where families can choose clothing, toys, and basic household goods to give on Christmas morning. Empty Bowls is one of many homegrown events that exemplify the giving spirit of our valley.
I like the oblate too. People Helping People has run an Empty Bowls program for many years, but typically it's been through restaurants in the area that have given us one day when a portion of the proceeds from their earnings come to People Helping People. And so we've encouraged people to dine out that night and bring their friends and eat in those restaurants.
This was an all-volunteer program. I brought it up to the kids and asked if it was something they would be interested in, and they said they're very interested in helping to raise money and to help those that need help in the community. And when I asked how many were willing to help, and every one of them signed up for various duties and handled both shifts.
You have just seen an overview of some of the many services that People Helping People offer, and heard some of the stories of those whose lives have been changed. With your help, we can keep these vital programs operating and continue making a difference in people's lives.
So I think now that we're in an economic downturn, it makes us all the more aware of the need to be supportive of these wonderful programs.
I donated to everything that I could. Now, when I need it, People Helping People is there for me.
Since People Helping People has helped me out so much, they've been there for me so much. When they need me, I'm there every Thursday or every other Thursday at the community church, helping out with the food giveaway, putting everything in bags and getting signatures and handing out the numbers and yelling out the numbers and translating in English and Spanish for everybody. And it's just my way of saying thank you for them always being there for me.
I'd like to see more members of the community come by and lend a hand.
When I had to think of how many times People Helping People was there for me, it just felt like over 6 years there was never a time they weren't there.
Truly, I'm privileged to be able to work for People Helping People.
People Helping People saved my life.
People Helping People brought me closer to my family.
I really don't know what I'd do without People Helping People.
People Helping People fill in the gap between Social Security and the lack of income.
Thank you, People Helping People. Thanks.